Welcome back. We have Trish Morelli joining us on the show. She's the Executive Director of the Kamloops Wineries Association. It's great to have you on the show.
Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. Small victory today after what happened in City Council yesterday. Perhaps I'll let you explain.
Sure, yeah, it was a small victory, a step in the right direction. Council voted 4-3 in favor of revisiting their past decisions. So basically what that means is it gives Save-On another opportunity to submit an amended application, and for us, the Kamloops Wineries, it gives us another opportunity to hopefully be able to sell and showcase our wines at Save-On and keep that VQA wine license in Kamloops.
Okay. So it was Tina Lang and Mark Spina, the ones that changed their vote, essentially.
That's right, that's right. And you know, Susan, I have to give them full marks. Like, I really do admire and commend them. They had the fortitude to change their decision. They, you know, once they saw what was on the table and had more clarification about what the actual license was and the issues or the non-issues around that license, you know, that's a brave move to change your decision for reconsideration. So full marks. I applaud
what
them.
do you think made them change their mind, though? Because I know that there's certain things like the language has been tightened up.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I think that, you know, at first, the original council decision, there was a lot of assumptions that were made and a lot of misguided information that was sort of coming out from, you know, the bigger associations that back the private liquor stores. And they're in a big political battle against government. They don't want to see any alcohol whatsoever in grocery, and they're trying to protect, you know, and rightfully so, their own monopoly. But a lot of the information that was coming out was, as I say, a little bit misguided. And so we were able to sort of, I guess, help them overcome some of the concerns that they had with respect to, you know, security issues, with respect to health issues, but most importantly, with respect to the actual license that was on the table. The language initially spoke to what's called sort of a general special BC wine license, which is out there, but that allows all BC wine, ciders, BC ciders, mead, sake, to be on grocery store shelves. Our license that we're talking about is 100% specifically VQA credited wines. The same license that Tracy Gray had with Discover Wines around the corner.
Okay.
So, you know, and Save-On made it perfectly clear, you know, they would amend the application, the language would be right, and so, you know, that's what we're dealing with. VQA wines.
We don't have a ton of time, but I do want to ask, what would it take for other Save-On Foods locations to one day get the same opportunity? Would it take a license being given up in the area and they would have to acquire it? Because I can only assume as time goes on, we're going to see more of this.
Well, it depends when, I mean, within Kamloops, the 1 kilometer ruling is in, so this variance is specific only to this location and a VQA wine license. So these other license, you know, unless they go through the process and a variance application is approved, they can't. They're not within 1 kilometer. But outside of the 1 kilometer ruling, you know, the government says that this is okay, so they can apply to city to get a new license.
So we're sort of back to the drawing board in terms of where City Council's at. It starts again, if you will. How long could this take for a decision to be made, a full official decision?
Well, it's got to go back to Council. An amended application needs to be submitted. I believe it'll be voted on in July. And, you know, it was really interesting, if we have time, the reading at Council yesterday was from Gordie Howe, and it said, it was a quote from him that said, you know, you sleep better at night and you feel better if you know you gave it 100% win or lose. I thought it couldn't be more appropriate. You know, that's what we're doing. We feel so strongly. We're all fighting 100% to see this come through because it's right for the wineries. It's right for the people of Kamloops.
Well, job well done. I know you've been fighting hard to bring this around. I think a lot of times when City Council strikes something down, you don't think you're going to get a second chance. It's happened in this case. So hats off to you, and we'll see what happens next month.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Yeah. And again, you know, thanks to everyone for their support and to City Council for the amount of time and energy they've put in.
Anything the public can do if people want to get on board? I know you had a petition going. You got several hundreds, if not thousands, of signatures. Anything people can do if they want to express their support or?
You know, I think at this point, again, it's just to correspond with Council and, you know, let them know what they're feeling, and Council council will listen.
Okay.
So,
All right, Trish, thanks for being here today.
thanks so much.
All
Yeah.
right. Quick break, SPCA Adopt a Pet segment when we come back. Stay with us.